Welcome back. We are gonna do another makeup look today. I was on Pinterest looking at some different looks and I posted a couple of the looks on my Instagram and TikTok, and I chose the one that got the most feedback, and we're gonna go ahead and do that eyeshadow look today. I'm super excited to try something new. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime with my Smashbox. Oh, I think I used too much. It'll be all right. We're not gonna use too much of this. I'm trying to debate if I want to do a story time. I don't know what I have to tell, but sounds like God being so good. Let's do that. Let's do a story time update with my daughter's cancer journey. Charlotte Tilbury airbrush spray. Like this spray, top notch. I feel like ever since I got this spray, my makeup has been on another level. Color correct today. I don't think I want to, because this foundation is super lit. I need to color correct with this foundation. I don't know about y'all, but do you shake your foundation up, before you use it? I don't know, I just have to. Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So I forgot I was giving you guys a update third time on my daughter. So I think the last video I had basically said that, we were going through the chemo treatment, which we still are. Right now she's on her third round of chemo. It's basically over. Thank God. The third round of chemo lasted so long. Like, first two rounds did not take this long. It's just based off her body and how her body reacts to the medication. And this round, we had some things to deal with. So she ended up getting jaundice this time around, which has affected her liver. Her specific treatment, we're supposed to do total of 4 rounds of chemotherapy. The last round is like a stem cell recovery transplant. So if you ever had to go through this or have family go through this, then typically I assume at the end of whatever therapy they have, they give the patient stem cells. The stem cells is supposed to help recover the body and just bring the body back to its overall state. Sugar. All right, so we had her MRI completed yesterday, and she also had to do a spinal tap. So they pulled the stuff out her spine to check and see if there's any cancerous cells still in her spine, and if they're not, then we can move on to the last round of chemotherapy, which would be her stem cell chemotherapy recovery. And I'm super ready for that. It's been a long journey, and I'm over being in the hospital, extremely over being in the hospital. It's been a very long journey. We started this whole process last year in September. That's when we found out, when all this stuff happened. Oh God, I really like this e.l.f. concealer. I don't know why I never use it as a contour, but I like it. I like more of a cool contour. This is I look really bronze. It's not necessarily what I was going for, but that's literally what it's giving. It's giving bronzer right now. So we got the MRI results back today. And when I say God is amazing, I've been praying that all these results come back good, because I'm so ready to move on to the next round. And I know my baby's so ready to move on to the next round. And I know she's exhausted. I know she does not want to go through this no more. They told us today that the MRI results did not show any more signs of the medulloblastoma cancer that she had. So amazing. Like I could literally cry right now. Whew. Whew. Doing our makeup. God is so good. God is so good. Like, I love God so much. I love Jesus and I love God so much. They have truly been here for me this whole time, and I just don't know how I would have gotten through this whole process if it wasn't for them. I really don't. The lumbar puncture test did not come back yet, and hopefully that test comes back tomorrow. I already know God did it. Like, it's coming back as nothing found. That's what's gonna happen, because I already know it is. Once we get those results, we get to move on to the last round of chemo, which is her stem cell transplant. And I cannot wait. I can't wait. You know, she was looking at my hair and she was like, I like it. And, you know, and I'm like, I'm like, do you want hair? And she was like, yeah. So I was like, how am I gonna get my baby a wig? You know, there are cancer foundations that help, you know, patients with wigs and small children. However, like, my baby's head is so small, like really small. And then the hospital had gave us, you know, some foundations that we could contact. And I went through like the little foundations they had on the list, but like I did not like none of the foundations after I went to like their websites and saw their pictures of the wigs and things like that. And, you know, and it was more so for, you know, Caucasian people. It wasn't any wigs that would cater to my baby. Like, my baby had, you know, naturally coily, curly hair, especially when it got wet. And, you know, like, it just wasn't anything my baby would be used to, especially like no straight hair, and it didn't look realistic. So a couple weeks ago, I remember I had got on Instagram. I had seen a video of a lady had made a custom wig for a cancer patient, and I remembered like, oh, that was so sweet. Like, the video basically almost made me cry, because like I understood what the lady was going through. Like, it was so hard for me to cut off my daughter's hair. I'm gonna start crying again, because it's like I don't talk about this stuff, but like, oh God, that was the hardest thing for me to do ever, was to cut off my baby's hair. And we had to, because it was hurting her. Like, the hair follicles were falling out and they were hurting her head, and she was starting to get scabs, and it was just so much hair. It was just, it was a lot, but it had to be done. And that was so hard. I truly don't wish any parent in the world to go through this. I really don't. So I went to the Instagram to the girl that I saw, you know, who made the wig for the lady who had cancer. And, you know, I was trying to look through her page and figure out how I could purchase or get her to make a wig for my baby, you know, that looked like really realistic. Because on her page, it had showed like she had made, you know, other, you know, children wigs as well. And I ended up finding an organization linked to her account, like a non-profit for children for wigs. And like I went all through the website, but I couldn't find anything that said like purchase a wig or anything. So I ended up emailing the foundation, and the foundation emailed me back, and they basically said that they would cover my baby to have a wig made, and it's going to be handmade from the same person that I saw on Instagram. And I'm just so thankful that I'm able to, you know, provide her with something to, you know, make her feel like, you know, she's not losing out on something, and mommy can still do your hair. You can truly love this this elf's blush. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like, so amazing, and it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm gonna take the one size setting powder, and we're gonna set this face, honey. Ended up ordering this palette from Juvia's Place. It is a bronzer, and I'm so excited. So that's what we're gonna set the contour with. Ready? Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I think that is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see a difference, but I really see a difference on my forehead. When I put this on my forehead, that's gorgeous. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the eyeshadow look. I'm gonna keep it really simple because from what I could see, it was more so, the look was more so based off of the purple. To smudge my lid with some brown eyeshadow, just to give it a good base. I have this really pretty purple here in the Juvia's Place palette, this one. So we're just gonna apply that on my lid, and we're gonna pull it out, smoke it out. Fingers crossed this comes out good. It was really pretty. Okay, so I also took the color Calabar, which I think is this one right here, and I'm putting that on top of the purple. But like, I forgot I was telling you guys a story. Me and her father, we switch out and make sure each of us get a break every day, because being in the hospital 24/7 can be super exhausting. So whenever I get my break, I come record my content and work out.